Alrighty, guys, so this is our Sunday watch list for this week. There are a lot of opportunities, very nice setups for this week. First on our watch list is Microsoft. So we can see Microsoft has been really bullish this week along with the entire stock market. So we bounce off of this 406 area. And since then, we have kind of been going up and down, but the overall trend has been really bullish. Right now, we are testing this 426 area. So we can see this 426 area. This is the area that we lost a few weeks back, and we struggled on Friday to break above this area. Those sellers stepped in again. So for this week, I'm still bullish on Microsoft, but I'm looking for us to retest this lower areas to see if buyers start stepping in. So the first area that I am watching is this 420 area down here. So we had the breakout of this 420 area. I'm looking for a retrace of that 420 area. If we see a lot of sellers, if we see this thing really gap down this week, then I'm looking for this 415 area. This is where I am the most comfortable taking a long position. So we can see this 415 area right here. If we start breaking lower, I like this to be enough liquidity for this thing to continue higher. So this is Microsoft. Next on our list is Amazon. So Amazon has been really beautiful this week, broke out of this major resistance area at $200. So we can see this $200 level. This caused us to break down over 25% when we lost this level. We came and we retested this area this week, and we can see sellers stepped in again, but finally broke us above this level. And since then, we've just been rallying for the past couple days, testing as high as $212. So right now, we don't really have much of resistance. So we only want to be looking at support levels. And our next support level would be that $200 level. We want support to turn into resistance, or resistance to turn into support. So $200, this is where I'm looking to see if those buyers step up and for us to bounce and continue higher. Very bullish on Amazon going into the end of the year. So next on our list is Meta. Meta, it's been a little bit of a wacky stock the past few weeks. So this thing had earnings and it dropped about, we can see here, it dropped about 5% from its earnings. Investors did not like their sentiment going forward. So dropped about 6%, but we've been finding some support here at that 566 area. So this 566 all the way down to 560 area is where I want to be watching for long. So I don't want to be going into longs confidently unless we start testing that 564, 565 area. But for now, we do have other areas where we can be watching. So we have this 582 area right here that we can clearly see was an old demand zone right there. And this area turned into resistance. So we can see this area turned into resistance and we started to break lower. Now we are breaking above this area. So I'm curious to see this week what happens when we start testing 584. Are those buyers going to step in and push us higher, or are those sellers going to step in and push us right back down to the 560? So I am a little bit hesitant on Meta. I want to look for confirmation before I take any trades because it seems like this thing is showing signs of bullishness, but that sellers are around. So we don't want to be overconfident. Next on our list is NVIDIA. NVIDIA, it's at all-time highs. When we're at all-time highs with stocks, we need to be patient. We need to be waiting for retracements. And for NVIDIA, our retracement is very clear. It would be a retracement to this 145 area. So this 145 area, we finally broke out of this area after finding, a little bit resistance the past couple times. finally broke above this area, so we need to patiently wait for us to retest this area. If somehow there is a lot of selling pressure in the markets this coming week and Nvidia does decide to pull down even lower, then this 137 area is our clear area of demand and the area where I would be looking for buyers. But for now, I do like this 144 area, and that is the area where I'll be paying attention to and setting alerts for this week for the short term. Next on our list is Google. So Google has paid us really well this past week. I made over $1,200. I posted a video about that on Google after taking a long position when we retested this 170 area. So Google, it had earnings and it was very bullish, jumped up about 5%, and then it started to drop after earnings. But once we came and we retested this 170 area, Google found that support and bounced higher. Now, for the short term for Google, I have more areas of support where I would be looking for retracements. The first one would be this area right here at that 175. So I want to see how Google reacts to this 175 area. When we come down to this area, I want to be looking for a bounce for those buyers to step in. Obviously, the next area would be that 170 area, but since those short sellers did just recently get squeezed out, I doubt that Google wants to go that low, because it would cause for those shorts to get back into break even, and stocks usually don't like to let us get back into break even. So short term, we do have 179. That would be a little risky. So I want to watch that 175 retest and for us to continue higher. So that is Google. Next is Tesla. I always get questions about Tesla, especially for this past week, if Tesla is a buying opportunity. Tesla is up 40% in the past week. Is it a buying opportunity? I would say no. If you missed that train, you missed that train, and you don't want to be chasing. So for Tesla, I have areas where I do want to watch. So I have this 270 area right here. This is a very clear area of resistance. A lot of selling pressure at this area. We didn't even reach this area around, so we can see this was beginning of October. We didn't even reach this area, and it caused a lot of selling pressure. So this 270 area would be the area that I want to watch for a entry long if I do want to participate in the action for Tesla. Now, if I am someone who doesn't want to take high risk and I want the best entries, then I want to be waiting for a nice retracement, and that would be all the way down here at that 235 area, which was my major area of demand and the area that I was looking for in the first place, which I didn't get. So you can see Tesla rallied from 239, so I was not able to get the entry that I was looking for. But if we do see a retracement in the next couple weeks to 235, then I am an extreme buyer of Tesla at this level. But for now, like I said, $270 is the major area of demand for the short term. I don't want to be chasing something that is rallying immensely like this. If I am in this trade, awesome. If you missed it, you missed it. Just put your hands up and look for the next opportunity. All right, guys. Finally, the last thing, which I should have probably went over in the beginning, this is the S&P 500. And for the S&P 500, our areas are pretty clear. So we have this 280 or this 586 level, and this 586 level was our old all-time highs where we broke above. So you can see this was our old all-time highs. We came to this level, we broke above, we rallied about 3%. So if we can see that retracement to that level, then that is the area where I like to see us continue to move higher. So guys, that is all for this video. Those are the stocks that I am watching for the next couple of trading days. We have a lot of economic reports this week, so make sure you guys check those out and pay attention to those before you enter any trades. And I will see you guys 9:30 a.m. sharp for live trading. Peace.